Hey, what's up, guys? This is King of the Hill.
Hello everyone, I'm your King of the Hill guest commentator today. My name is Trevor Squires, or Unstoppable 1237, and today we have a Nobleman Battle versus Ryan, Zoo, and Anacondaz. Anacondaz has been climbing crazy over these ranks lately. He's defeated Dark Atomic, Crazy Alien, or maybe that was Ryan. I don't know. I just know Anacondaz is in that history thread a lot. And we see one excellent reason right here, as Anacondaz is stalling with one red balloon. Only one. The perfect stall. Frankly, it was only on round one, but you still get the idea. We see a similar strategy. It appears both players are using Spike Factory, seeing as neither have Bomb Tower, or neither are using Bomb Tower. Anacondaz is going with the cheaper 2-0 and then 1-0 boomerang. Ryan is just slightly behind with 2 1-0s and a 0-0. I think the difference is like 50 or something like that. It's very, very minimal. Not really much to talk about. Let's see. Oh, we got a red balloon that may get through on Anacondaz' side, and oh no, it looks like it got popped. Anacondaz is really good on Yin Yang, and I mean, quite frankly, so it's the first map. You should be practicing Yin Yang. And oh my goodness, Ryan has gotten. Oh, and there's a pink rush by Ryan, and then oh man, oh, Anacondaz lost the first life on Yin Yang. Right when I said that he was such a good Yin Yang player, he loses the first life. So that might be GG for Anacondaz. Oh, and Ryan lost. Oh my gosh, Ryan lost a life. I've never seen two players lose one life on round 4 each. Like, we're not making this stuff up, guys. Oh my goodness. How does that happen? Alright, so you can see that the boomer spots are similar. No one uses, neither player uses the corner, at least in this game. And one reason why that corner is so good is because it stalls a little bit. And Ryan touched on this when he was commentating his latest video. When both players have the boomer in the crosshairs of the map, the games go by really fast. But one thing you can do to counter that is to send attack balloons to make that boomer aim in a different direction. See what's happening now on Ryan's side. He's stalling with that single red balloon that actually just got popped. But if you were to attack with blacks or greens or a combination of the two, which is really effective, what you can do is you can take that 2-3 boomer and make it attack something else than the AI balloons. And by doing that, you stall the rounds. So it's really, really effective to actually attack your opponent because it gives you more economy. It's weird to understand like that, but it actually works. Plus, it puts the pressure on them. So I love doing that. We see a small rush from each player. I don't think any lives are going to be leaked. Anacondaz actually almost leaked a live. Round 9, we're at 3:18. I wish I could judge how well that is. I'm assuming it's not as well as most games as far as stalling goes. But Anacondaz just now realizing that Ryan has lost a live and he is tied. Now, Ryan going with an interesting mortar placement here. Actually, Anacondaz is going mortar too, so this might be a really short game if we can get some mortar exploits going on. But Ryan is a ridiculous mortar placement. Why is his mortar placed there? Or why is his mortar aimed there? It should be right, almost aimed directly on the boomer. Because it can get the both straight past where they're, like, straight, I guess. And it can get right there where all of them converge. Like, I like Tyler's a little bit better, but I would prefer to have it closer up. Of course, I'm not in the game, so obviously they know something that I don't. Ryan is going with that Spike Factory. Spike Factories are a bit fragile now. I would not use them this early. Okay, we see a small ceramic rush by each player, hoping to get some lives lost. We got an instant regrow from Ryan, and oh my goodness, he loses about 60, 70 lives. Tyler keeping his lives up. Ryan has now sold his mortar and then has to sell his boomer to fix for his mortar, and then, oh my gosh, he's losing so many lives, and here's a ceramic. Tyler is just relentless with his attacks. Nope. Ryan is still alive. Oh, and then here comes some camo pinks, and I think this will be GG. I don't know if it's going to be able to get them all, and it's not. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, my goodness. Now, it's just a ceramic battle now. It's crazy amounts of ceramics. Let's see if Ryan can defend it. No lives lost. And he's doing an excellent job at it. It's round 17 attack. Anacondaz back. Ryan, quit trying to defend it. Here's some camo ceramics, and he didn't get the first one, so that's going to be a GG. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Tyler, or not Tyler, but Ryan, you have to go with the counter attack. All Tyler had was a single 2-3 boomer. Oh, just one ceramic probably would have killed him. Maybe two. That's all you needed. But again, when you're being attacked and he already has the upper hand, it's really tough to send out a counterattack. So this is why we all love Anacondaz games, because he is just like a crazy mad animal when he attacks. Very rarely do his kill attacks fail. Now, that's not saying he's like spectacular because he can kill anybody anywhere, but he knows when to kill you. Not taking anything away from Ryan, that was great. Micro, he survived the attack for like 4 or 5 rounds, so that was great by him. But unfortunately, it was just a little bit too much for Ryan to handle, and now Tyler is up 1-0, and we're heading into game 2. Alright, and we are back in game 2 here. What is this? Ryan has chosen cards. Interesting. Because cards is not very good for spike factories. And he's also not even going farms. So if Ryan does his normal strategy with the spike factories, which he seems to do on just about every map at Hydro, it's going to be very interesting to see how low his economy is going to be, or how low we think it's going to be, because we can't really see, for him to actually get that spike factory to work. And we see Anacondaz again going farms. Farms seem to be prevalent on this map. If anyone was to develop an anti-farm strat, I've assumed it would be Tyler, but he is even going farms, so that might be something to look into for all of you noblemen out there. If you get an anti-farm strat, you can probably win cards. So let's see how this unfolds. Ryan, again, going with the double boomer. It's probably because he has spike factories. Again, not going to say that he does have spike factories, but that's usually the case. Alright, now right here, Ryan normally does this incredible stall that I have no idea how he does it. But what he does is he sells the boomer at the perfect time. And, okay, well, that was just ineffective. Ryan, I started bragging on you, and you did not even stall. Like, what the crap, man. But what he does is he sells his 2-0 boomer at, like, the perfect time to stall one red balloon the entire round. Now, normally he does it. I don't know what happened there. Sticking my foot in my mouth again. And Tyler is forcing him to get that 2-3 boomer. I don't think it was worth it. The 2-3 boomer, I mean, he's going to have to get it later, sooner or later. And Anacondaz having to spend about, you know, maybe $200-300 in just attacks to get him to spend it, or to spend the money. Plus, you can see Tyler gets his second farm up about 148. That's when the eco boost is, and that's about 6 seconds later than most people do. So you can see that that kind of taunted him a little bit. Tyler, both players going with the boomer strategy. It's obviously the best one. I haven't seen anything beat it as of yet. I just seen different surrounding support cast. There. Now round 6, I was hoping that some people would go for a Black Rush. What a lot of people don't know is that if the boomer is set on last, you can actually leak some blacks. And how this works is, what happens is the blacks come through, and if they come through as blacks, if you send about 2 groups of them, the first ones get popped to pink and then yellow. And then by that time, the pinks and yellow are so fast that they get around the boomer, around that bend, and since he's on last, he's still aiming at the balloons back there. But the rest of the balloons don't leak because the glaives have already been flying around, so they already hit them without having to target. And I know this is hard for you to understand from just me explaining it because I'm awful at explaining stuff that actually happens. But here, we'll see something similar right here. You see a region black plus yellow rush. It usually only works on tack bomb, but this is actually pretty effective. Holy cow, Anacondaz losing a crap load of lives for just a simple rush. Oh my goodness, he was slow with that glaive ricochet. Probably should have sold a farm for that. Wow, that was slow. So we see Ryan has the upper hand in this match. Don't know what his economy is, but after that rush, it's probably higher than normal people's are. But again, Tyler has those 2 2-0 farms and 3 1-0, so he's obviously ahead in economy. And Ryan's slow to get his supporting cast up. Probably going to be a few ricochets. Okay, so there's the first one. Tyler has an interesting mortar placement that can easily be exploited really, really fast. I don't know if it can be exploited for 82 lives, and I don't know if Ryan's going to have enough money to pull off that exploit. But it is possible. His other spot was better. Actually, Ryan doesn't even have his 1-0 or 2-0 or 2-3 mortar up. He's only got 1-3. So, yeah, you might try to attack him. Ryan is vulnerable to an exploit himself. Tyler's still with that same mortar spot. I wonder if Ryan's going to exploit that. But Ryan, okay, there goes Ryan's, his 2-3 mortar. Tyler's still keeping his. I don't know why he is, but he is. Let's see. Ryan with the perfect amount of defense for round 15 and 16 and 17 and so forth. But he does not have any bomb towers. Remember, or I say he doesn't have any bomb towers. He probably has spike factory. I don't know. Let's just wait. Because he has to get it up soon if he has spike factories. Because he needs some time to build some spikes up. So let's see what he has. Okay, it's round 16, Ryan. If you have, okay, there it goes. There's the spike factory. Now we know his probably 4 towers. I don't know why he has spike factory and ace. He doesn't need both of them. But you know, here it is. He's not even put it down yet. It's round almost 18. You need to put it down. I guess he's okay. There it goes. Alright, and then he's upgrading it really fast. Now, see, you just can't do this because you don't have enough money for Spike Storm. That can easily be exploited like some ceramics. Let's see if Tyler and his amazing attack strategy, which I always brag on him for, let's see if he can pull this off. Alright, he hasn't sold any farms yet. So, and he has 2 maulers, so Tyler is pretty much in control of the game at this point. Still no rush from Tyler. I don't know what's going on here. I think they're trolling me. I think they're trying to lose. Okay, here's a Moab. The Spike Storm should definitely get it. Oh, but there's some regrow ceramics, and it's not going to be enough. That entire Moab is going to leak, and plus some ceramics along the way, so it doesn't even matter about the Moab. Oh my goodness. Another excellent attack from Anacondaz, which I wouldn't call that as great as his first one, because his first one was like a long siege. But this one was probably one of the better attacks on that kind of strategy. He set those fast cooldown ceramics in to eat up the spikes, and then the Moab slipped right on through, and the Moab actually did get popped, but there was just so many ceramics from the Moab and from the ceramics that he sent that his boomers could not handle them. So I was wrong. I was wrong. The Spike Factory did actually pop the Moab. I don't know if it's the Spike Factory and the boomers or just the Spike Factory, but it did end up popping the Moab. So if he had turbocharge or maybe like a 4-2 cannon, which I know he couldn't have, or maybe just a couple more 2-3 boomers, he might have handled the rush. I don't know if Tyler even sold any farms for that, but it was an excellent play by Tyler. Good attempt, but I just think cards is too hard of a map for you to go Spike Factory on. So Ryan might need to look into that for later games. So now he's already down 2-0 to the great Tyler. And I will keep bragging on Tyler until he starts to lose, because once he starts to lose, I can't brag on him anymore. But now let's see if Ryan can pick a map that can just let him stay alive. And I hate to have actual time. You can actually see the time of this video, because you know that either a long game goes on next, or Ryan defends. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So let's get into Game 3 and see if Ryan can hold his own against Tyler and his attacks. Alright, and here we are in Game 3. Let's see what map Ryan has chosen today, or this game. I don't know what the crap is. Okay, there it goes. Loading screen over. And we see Park by Ryan. Let's see if, Ryan has an interesting strategy enough to defend it. Okay, there's his boomer. A certain Tyler has no idea what he's doing. Congratulations, Tyler. It appears that Tyler is not good at this map. I don't know about that. He might just be trying to psych us out. Who knows? Never believe anything anybody says when you're playing against him. It's just all mind games. All of it. We see Ryan with a double boomer right here. That will probably mean, again, that he has spike factories. Anacondaz, however, going with the simple boomer plus bomb tower, which, again, is effective. It works. You know, it's absolutely fine. I had to change some target priorities to keep it no lives lost, and it looks like he's going to leak alive there. I'm not sure if that's actually the case. Let's see, is there alive? Nope. No lives lost. Alright, 150 lives each player. Let's see. Come on. Ryan about to get his boomer up. There it goes. And with his 1-3 boomer and possibly 2-3, he's going to try to leak some lives. Wow, that's a lot of pinks for just a quick leakage. And it did not work. Tyler got his boomer up in time. Now Ryan, actually, I used to use Ryan's spot. I've never actually used Tyler's spot for the boomer. Just because it gets exploited really easily. But mine, I use mine to a little bit to the left of Tyler's. I put it on the other side of the track. I used to use Ryan's, but Ryan's is more of chasing the balloons. At least when they come around. So yeah, see, watch right there. It would chase the balloons. But both of them work. They do. It's just a matter of personal preference. Each of them have their strengths and weaknesses. So see economy from each player. I was hoping that we could get a little bit of intellectual stall going on here. We see Tyler trying it, or at least trying to leak some pinks here. That probably means his eco is a little bit less. But had Tyler not gotten those boomers, he would have stalled a little bit more. But oh well. He does have two 2-0 or 2-0-0 boomers, which means that he's probably safe against blacks. I don't know about that. I would try to leak a few if I was Ryan, but he's not going for any combo rush. So I guess we won't see any lives leaking anytime soon. So, yeah, nothing much to talk about. I'll do like Ryan did. If you're watching this on Super John Bombo's channel, which it's unlikely that you are, but if you are, then I encourage you to come over and watch our channel at King of the Hill Balloons. Oh wait, here it goes. Here's a quick regen black plus yellow rush. This massively hurt Tyler earlier. Let's see if it does the same here. He's not getting his boomer up, so he is the first to leak lives again, and it's about 20 lives. So, alright, here goes the attack of Tyler, and it's not going to work. Ryan with the perfect defense, perfect amount of time, and the perfect tact. So he's now up in a very comfortable 150 to 130 lives. So like I was saying, it's capital K-O-T-H, and in Bloons. And we probably have twice as many videos that gets uploaded on Super John Bombo's channel, just because he doesn't upload them all. But you should totally check that out if you're not looking at it already. So yeah, we see some economy balloons from Ryan at such a late stage in the game. Most people stop about after round 9. But Ryan does it on round 12, so he's being really edgy. Probably means that he has plenty of money to get his boomerang. And you can see he's already got it ready to place in case Tyler wants to try a Rainbow Region Rush. And no rush from either player. There goes a small pink rush. You can see from that means Tyler is not going to attack since he was saving money for economy balloons. So now 15. Neither player has their second 3-0 ricochet up. So that probably means that they're going to get a 2-3 boomer each. And there we go, 2-3 boomers. I still think ceramics can do some damage, but it's way too much for the trade-offs. So I would not risk it. And then Tyler has probably the better mortar spot. I like where his is at because it hits like maybe 75% of incoming balloons the first time. And then they come around and they get hit a second time, and 100% of balloons are popped on that bend right there. So the only thing you could get by would be like some, I don't know, some camo pinks. And then the camo pinks would surely die from the boomers after they got hit. So you would not be able to exploit like rainbows or anything like that. And here we see Ryan again with his Spike Factory. Wow. He's really loving those Spike Factories. I guess that makes up for his mortar, but it's something to point out here. You can see where his mortar is placed. It's actually behind the Spike Factory. So Tyler could send like a whole bunch of camo greens and just take out all the spikes from the Spike Factory and then send a Moab behind it, and it would go right on by. So we see round 18. Let's see if either player chooses for an attack. Tyler does not have any Moab Maulers up, so he's either attack or he's going to be attacked. Ryan is probably waiting for the counterattack. He might have Spike Storm in handy. I doubt it though. He needs to at least send a single Moab against Anacondaz. Okay, here's an attack, and it's Camo Zebras. And I don't know why they're reaching, but it's Camo Zebras, and it's not going to be enough. It's going to take up the entire Spike Storm. Oh, but he's selling everything, and it's a giant Spike Storm and just obliterates everything on the map. And it's perfect amount of attack, and he's able to resell it, and Tyler has to sell all his towers, and he is done. That's a GG. Good job, Ryan. You kept your hold. It's now 2-1. Excellent Spike Storm defense. And he did so great with the micro, because like before Spike Storm was even done spewing out all the spikes, he had sold it, and he is already starting to buy more boomers in case of another attack. And Tyler actually did not have enough money for a second attack. So Tyler, you failed with that attack. Let's see if you can get in and finish the next game. If not, Ryan's going to take us to 2-2 and try to force a game 5. So let's get into game 4. Alright, and here we are in game 4. We'll see. This is, Tyler's first map that he has chosen is Hydro. It appears Tyler loves Hydro. Okay, we see mortar strategies. I expected this. Mortar versus mortar. It's a great start. I've actually been kind of bored of it, to be honest. People just use it too much. I'd like to see some more variants of it, but not a lot of people are creative. Maybe Tyler will make another one, or I don't know. I'll have to get on my tail and work on one. Okay, we see a Buccaneer from Ryan. That's very, very interesting because Buccaneer is not usually used in this strategy. But no, he went with a farm instead. Ryan pulling out all kinds of sorts here with a farm. That's interesting. So, the quickest map in the game is now going to have the quickest support tower. This will be a quick one. Get it? No. Alright. So, I actually use this Buccaneer spot when I use my farm strat, which is probably crappy, so I hope Ryan's is better than mine. It just cleans up everything really nicely, and it can shoot almost straight up the bend. It's like a dartling, except you don't have to aim it. So it works really good with farms. The only problem is you can't stall with it. And luckily for Ryan, Tyler is doing most of the stalling that anyone needs. Alright, so here's some pinks expected. Actually, not any pinks so far. I figured Tyler would. No, but he's not sending any pinks. He definitely leaks to pinks. I know he leaks to pinks. Ryan does. But now he's got a destroyer, so it's all good. He sold his mortar. That's okay. So you got your destroyer, you got your 1-0 farm. You're doing pretty good on round 4. Tyler looks like he's stalling a little bit. Good job for Tyler. Let's see how quickly he can get his second farm up. It is 148. If you remember, Tyler got his second 1-0 farm at 148 in game 2. So we see Ryan is about 12 seconds behind in that game, which that's perfectly okay considering that this is Hydro, and Hydro is a lot harder to defend than cards. So actually, that's actually pretty good. 12 seconds, just 2 eco boosts behind. That's really good. because farm strategies are just so OP on cards. I'm pretty sure if he can get them to work as well on cards as he does on... If we get them to work as well on Hydro as he does on cards, then they'll be OP on Hydro too. So you got a second farm up. Tyler's still doing the stalling. And I'm perfectly okay with Tyler doing the stalling at this point. Because Ryan needs it too. Now, so here's a mortar just to handle those greens, because a destroyer alone cannot handle infinite greens. I'm just going to tell you that it leaks to it. If you watch a video of mine, I kind of die to those, and I get really upset. But I know that from personal experience, so it's great that he has that mortar up. Ryan has obviously tested this strategy a good bit. He's almost got his 2-0, his second 2-0 farm up, so that's really good for Ryan. Tyler with his, regular strategy, I'm sure he's doing fine. I can't really test his eco. I can't really see his eco. So I'm sure he's doing great though. Alright, we see Ryan getting a boomerang, so we know he does not have bomb tower. That's not going to be able to hold a yellow rush. So he needs to get a glaive ricochet or upgrade his mortar. Okay, there it goes. There's the glaive ricochet. Perfect timing by Ryan. Wow, that was actually really good. Because the mortar alone probably would have leaked a little bit. Or the mortar without the glaive ricochet, I should say. And wow, Ryan is going for a third farm in round 8. My strategy is way worse than this. Holy cow, I might have to switch to this strategy. Wow, that's actually really good. And more economy balloons from Tyler. I'm expected. He usually stops after round 9. That's what I said earlier in the video about most people stop after round 9. That's when you have to start saving up for your round 13 defense. But if you're ahead in economy, then you can kind of risk it a little bit more. Alright, the third 2-0 farm up by Ryan, and we see some more mortar here. Personally, I would not have went with the last farm, just because you can't really go from here. I would have put pressure on Anacondaz. Instead of getting the third farm, I would have sent like infinite blacks or infinite regrowth blacks or something like that. That way you can boost your economy and keep him occupied with his dartling so that he has trouble building other towers. But that's just mine. That's just me. Now we see an excellent defense by Tyler over there. Ryan looks like he's a bit weak to a Rainbow Rush. Oh my goodness, a giant Rainbow Rush by Ryan. I don't think it's going to work. I've seen this strategy far too many times, and it defeats a Rainbow Rush. He might leak a little bit, but I highly doubt it. There's so many balloons coming at him, but you can see how solid this defense is. There is just minimal lives. Like, Ryan has no towers left on the field, and Tyler only lost 30 lives. Wow. That is to show you that he can definitely hold his own against just about anything he wants as far as round 13 goes. And Ryan, you got no chance against those leads, buddy. Oh, he just throws down a couple boomers for fun. That is going to be a GG or a good series between the two. This moves Anacondaz up to, I don't even know where he's at now. I have no idea. I think he might be in the gold rankings. I know Ryan was like a silver or something. And I don't even know who challenged, to be honest. I just know that I was really looking forward to this game. Or this series. And we can see that Tyler wins. He's the new so-and-so spot nobleman. He wins in a game of 3-1. Only lost on Park. So if you're challenging Tyler, I would go for Park, guys. But it was a really interesting series. Most of them were clever attacks. Most of them ending clever attacks. I like to see games like that. I hate the lives battle. I honestly hate the lives battle. I just think that's so dumb, and it allows for no creativity. Like, once you get no lives lost strategy, once you get one no lives lost strategy, everyone's going to use it. On maps like Bloons TD Battles, that's why no one picks them, because everyone hates the lives attempt, or the no lives lost attempt to win a game. That's not a good way to win. So I like these short maps, and we see a lot of noblemen going with short maps. So I think the pressure goes on Ryan here to change that rule up, so we can see more of Bloons TD Mines and Rally and stuff like Park and stuff like that. But really, yeah, Mines is the only long one, so no one really picks Mines. So enough of my little mini rant there. Probably shouldn't have done that, but oh well. It was a great series. Love the matches. So great game to each of you. I think that's about it as far as we need to go. So I thank you all for watching, and please stay tuned for more King of the Hill episodes.